Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your week ahead, July 15th to July 21st, 2019. This is going to be for all the Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Gemini, I already shuffled and laid out your spread, so let's get into your reading. Now, Gemini, your overall energy and focus is you have naked. Are you feeling ass out? Is your ass up? With naked, I feel like there might be something you need to see, Gemini, or you could be feeling vulnerable in the week ahead. But what is also being spoken to here is, do you feel exposed or outed in some way? What is making you feel inadequate, guilty, ashamed, or vulnerable? What do you need to release? So what needs to be let go of? What do you need to look at and release? That without it you may feel naked, or if you release it you might feel free. So Gemini, what you're dealing with in the week ahead is you have the Hierophant, and what's around the Hierophant is what is brewing in the dark. So there's something going on that either you are refusing to look at, or it's time to take a look at it, or something's going on behind the scenes within you, perhaps within your connections or relationships or commitments or your belief system. Something is brewing this in the dark. Perhaps there's something you don't see, don't recognize, or realize, but there's something happening. You may even sense it, or it may come up in your week ahead. Something that is growing that could be hidden or issue concerning your Gemini. So with the Hierophant here, you could be dealing with a Taurus or have this energy in your chart. And with the Hierophant, you may be focused on commitments, connections, looking to institute something, looking to change something. With the Hierophant here, you may need to gain some wisdom or knowledge or have understanding. You may need to focus on being ethical, not being petty. You may be needing to focus on the rules, or you could have a focus on family. You may be seeking guidance or being of guidance. With the Hierophant here, you may be of service to others or seeking to receive service. You may be being rigid and conservative at this time, unwilling to change, only focusing on the conformity. You could have a blind devotion, or you may be blind to about what you are choosing to be devoted to, Gemini. But there could be relationships that are significant. This may be even you needing to examine your belief systems, or you are examining your belief systems at this time. This may be you trying to have faith in a situation, or this may be you trying to see how you can commit or come out of a commitment. You may be looking to try to change the rules or establish some rules. And so your best, or you could be dealing with an institution, a particular institution, or you may be looking to see how to invest, or you may not know how to invest with the Hierophant here. But with the Knight of Pentacles as your best mental attitude, okay, this is about you needing to be reliable, be responsible, Be practical, stay dedicated, stay on course. This is about perhaps you needing to be helpful. This is about you focusing on how to get things done. This is you working and perhaps taking your time and needing to pay attention to the details and come up with a plan that's practical and prudent that allows you to achieve and reach your goals. But with the Knight of Pentacles, this is you being very determined. The caution with the Knight of Pentacles is to not be too stubborn or inflexible here. The other caution with the Knight of Pentacles is doing absolutely nothing and not bending or moving at all. But with this Knight of Pentacles, this may be you needing to take your time to move slowly with an institution or relationship or commitment or rules. And you have what's clarifying the Knight of Pentacles is the chakra called B giraffe. I'm sorry, be be gentle. Where the hell I get giraffe from? Be gentle, Gemini. Don't be a giraffe. Don't listen to that. Don't be a giraffe. Be gentle. Or maybe you need to get your head up. See above things. Raise your head up. Because a giraffe's neck is long, right? Longer than the average animal, human, or anybody. Where from that level, a giraffe should be able to see a bunch of shit, right? Maybe you need to do that. Have a giraffe mindset where you try to really see from up top what the hell's going on. But whatever you do, be gentle about it, okay? This here is like a baby deer, this looks like. So I feel like with a deer, let's say a deer, right? But it looks like a baby deer here. With the deer here, this is about you not being hasty, not being too rash, because baby deers are, they're young, they're naive, they don't know much about things they got to learn, so they are very curious. Deers can get caught up easily because of the lack of knowledge and lack of wisdom. You might need to get a move on practically and not be a deer staring in the headlights like you don't know how to get something done or how to stay grounded. But this is you needing to be gentle with the use of this Knight of Pentacles energy. And this is in the heart space. This is the heart chakra. So there may be a need for, there's a focus on relationships or how you are responding or behaving in relationships, where there may be a need for you to show more empathy and compassion and even more self-love to yourself. And this is about you not being isolated or being alone with this energy. So you might be looking to get some nurturing, or you may be needing to be nurturing, because like with a baby deer here, a baby deer needs to be guided, needs to be assisted, needs to be helped along, needs to be taught, needs to be protected, needs to be shown love. And so these are all things that you may need to do in your connections, or this may be something you need to do for yourself with regard to something that may be brewing for you that you're not speaking about or talking about because you're not allowing yourself to be naked, to be vulnerable, to express yourself. And so with the Hierophant here, you might need to change how you are thinking about this. Your belief system may be getting in the way, or you may be being petty or lacking knowledge or understanding, or you might require guidance in order for you to navigate this. And so your best action, your best advice here is the Eight of Swords. So this is mental energy, and there's a need, Gemini, for you to get out of your own way. You are in your head. This is a self-imposed prison. This is about you being able to see a way out, to see a way through, to not be trapped in your mind, to focus on how to come out of situations that you might be experiencing any constraints, restrictions, or limitations in. You may need to know how to navigate and move within the confines of what you're dealing with. Or this may be you needing to no longer be stuck in your mind with this particular belief system or feeling trapped. This is you needing to come out of a place of feeling trapped, to focus on not being trapped, not being restricted, not holding yourself back by your limited, perhaps, beliefs, or you seeing a situation as limited, or that your ability to maneuver in that situation, or to come up with a plan that's logical, that allows you to navigate the situation and get something done, and in a practical but with a gentle approach towards doing it. So Gemini, your likely outcome is you got the Hangman. And with the Hangman here, this is you looking at things. For some of you, you're going to look at things from a different perspective. For others of you, you may feel like you are being, needing to surrender or wait, or experiencing delays or setbacks. For others of you, you may feel stuck. For others of you, you may just be taking your time with the Hangman here. But this is perhaps you focusing on how to let go of something, but I just feel like there's an energy of waiting. So something may be on hold, or there may be a hold up, but there's a need for you to use wisdom here. But with the Hangman here is your outcome here. This is about you releasing. This is about you seeing things from a different perspective, looking at the alternatives that can be possible here with this Hangman energy. This may be you having a conviction about something or decision. This is you needing to look at the alternatives to perhaps reevaluate. This may be you needing to realize where there may be manipulation or strings being pulled. This may be about depression or having some sort of selfish tunnel vision. This may be you having a blind allegiance, or this may be you experiencing some measure of punishment or a matter being futile at this time. But with the Hangman here, there's some sort of delay, some sort of hold up, perhaps even a setback, but there's waiting involved. But there's a need for you to have wisdom in this process. So you may be gaining enlightenment as well. You do have 2 guidance cards here, and you have awakening. Your consciousness is awakening. You are becoming attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. Trust your psychic abilities. Okay? So you may be experiencing awakening, some sort of enlightenment here for you, Gemini. Or you may be coming to a realization. Okay? Or you may be gaining more understanding here. Now, your other guidance is you have following your bliss. My soul sings with joy. Okay? So you also could be looking at speaking and living your truth. And with this energy, this is you following your bliss. And as a result of you following your bliss, Gemini, this is what makes you happy, is doing what makes you happy and doing what's best for you. And you may need to evaluate what that is with the Hangman, and you may come to a place of understanding that allows you to move forward in that pursuit. I hope these messages help. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.